I'm back out camping next 2 nights. And I am so unorganized. I'm glad I'm just doing it here, closer to home, before I actually head out on a canoe trip, because wow, I did not realize how much everything was everywhere. Biggest plan today is just I'm gonna be clearing up the area, maybe making some walls for some wind shelter, and yeah, make it more of a usable spot for when I bring my girls out. If we want to just do like a lunch cookout or camp out on a whim, we can just head out here, and I know something's pretty much set up and ready. You can hear all the frogs going. It's the beginning of April. Beautiful sunny day. Considering yesterday we had 4 or 5 inches of snow on the ground. So woo. I definitely don't like that. I have an idea. Stay. That definitely feels a little better. So I have pretty much everything set up. Made a coffee. Forgot about it, it's cold. But through setting up, realized I have to start walking back because I totally forgot the toilet paper. Yep. Okay. If I left on an actual canoe trip, I don't mind popping a squat, but there's times when toilet paper is needed. Got it. Oh. Hopefully, that's not the only thing I forgot. Pretty nice. I wouldn't take it anywhere because the batteries only last a little bit, but make sure it works. Definitely been busy over the last few hours. I think I got here about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I got some stuff, my hammock and stuff set up. I got a little windscreen there for if the wind picks up. Don't mind me sniffing all the time. Been kind of clearing some areas so I have some room to walk. Got a little pile going on there, started. And then I got that ginormous pile of craziness that I'll just keep chopping through and just cleaning up around the area, try and make it a little less hazardous for trip. Found this on the way in, so I grabbed it. Not really doing anything fancy. Yeah, sometimes I'll start things with my fire starter or whatever, but this little excursion is mainly just to get me back in the camping mode and hopefully a little more organized. I don't know how well that's going to go over though. And yeah, I'm just having some, just make some crispy, cheesy potatoes tonight. Nothing difficult. We're just making some fried potatoes, lots of Italian seasoning, some hot seasoning, and the essentials. And it's just essentially salt, pepper, garlic, and onion. The frogs are definitely loud. Oh yeah, sink right in. I'm just gonna make a rake, just so I can clean up some of the leaf litter around the site here. And it's a fire hazard having so much leaf debris around, but my biggest issue with the leaves is ticks. Ticks are my bane. I don't like them. So the more you rake at the leaf litter, I find the less you find the ticks. Eating it right. So rake shouldn't be too hard, only as hard as I make it, which will probably be. I like to make things difficult, I think. Watch out! Watch out! This might have taken me a little bit longer than I expected, but watch out, Shiva. I know you just want to eat my sticks. Not bad. It'll help a bit. I can definitely sturdy it up, make it a little better. But I am not a bushcrafter. I'm more of just a MacGyver, so we'll see how it goes. You're not gonna eat my sticks. I know you watched me so long doing them, and you're not gonna get them. You're not gonna get them. No, you're not. Pretty girl. Getting there. A lot of just small stuff. So my kids came for a visit a little earlier today after I finished my rake. And if you ever want to feel like you need to make sure what you made is strong enough, give it to an almost 5-year-old. And if it survives, not bad. Mine survived. It got a little loose, so I just had to reinforce it a bit. But yeah, they definitely put it through the tests, especially my 4, almost 5-year-old. She tried to use it as a shovel for the leaves. But didn't break. The hand almost fell off. That was the only thing, so. Oh, it's great though. I'm just on the property. We live off grid, so we have property that I can just kind of wander off and camp. So it was nice for them to come out, get to explore and check out the camp that I'm setting up. Other than that, I'm just pretty much trying to relax right now, have the evening to myself. We'll see if I end up doing that, but I'm gonna attempt to not have supper at 10 p.m. hopefully. Beautiful day though. Tomorrow's the eclipse, so if it's a really sunny day like today, I'll probably be able to get the full effect of it, which would be pretty sweet. But anytime it seems that anytime that I seem to want to watch meteor showers or eclipse of any sort, it always ends up cloudy. It's just how it's been for the last, 7 years. Every time I look up, it's cloudy. It's funny, because I have a pretty big sound sensitivity. So different pitches and noises and stuff get really, really, can't really say irritating. It's almost like it scratches my brain. kind of annoyance. And when I'm out here, all the natural ambient noise doesn't do that. Even when it's overwhelming. Like waterfalls. Waterfalls are super overwhelming. I love them. But I think since I can't hear anything, and with that huge rush, it's too much for me. But I enjoy doing it. Just I can't be say, camping right at the waterfall. Little things that I'm starting to recognize and understand about myself now. Just heard some slithering. Leaves crinkling. Look over and I see this guy. I think he's heading to the water for some frogs. Very slowly. I'm not good with my snake identification, but I don't think it's a milk snake, and it's definitely not a garden snake. So I assume it's a water snake of some sort, or rat. If you guys know, let me know. Very slowly, just making its way. Yeah, maybe 3 feet from nose to tail. New book for this year. Super excited about it because my mental health being a lot better than it was just simply last year, I want it to start fresh. That, and I'm not ready to look back in my previous year's notes because those were some hard times for me. So this year, brand new book. A whole new mindset. There's still light out, and I am starting my supper. It's just craft dinner, but that's a big accomplishment to me. Now, the biggest thing is trying to make sure I don't wander off and forget about it. Ooh, hot, 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 hot. Whew. These gloves are definitely not fireproof either. They're just meant to be work gloves with some impact resistant. Haha! It is made. Now hopefully I can eat it before getting distracted walking somewhere and finding sticks or something. Because it will happen. I'm going to try and put my butt in the seat and not move until that's done. Well, that didn't last long. Totally walked away as soon as I pressed the stop button and forgot for about 20 minutes. Seems like just the way of things for me. So you can laugh at me all you want. I totally made myself a deal that if I ate my supper, I got a treat. And I did. So, my treat to myself is, I don't drink alcohol, and my little brother gifted me a cannabis drink. So, I don't know if you're supposed to shake it. I don't really consume cannabis in drink form. I smoke it because I don't drink, so it gives me something to enjoy every so often. But yeah, I just keep away from the drinks and the edibles because it seems like they're just everywhere. Sometimes I feel it, sometimes I don't. But since it was gifted, I'm gonna try it. But I don't like drinking because like 90% of the time, alcohol is disgusting. That's my biggest problem. It was, no matter what, I can always taste the alcohol eventually, and it always gets me. And then as I got older, my depression got worse. And it's safer not to drink when it's already a depressant. The hangovers just got worse and worse, but they weren't really hangovers. It was like the lowest form of depression you could have. So yeah, I still drink sometimes. Like, it just depends on who I'm with. My mood is 100% the defining factor of that. But I don't like drinking by myself because I get chatty. So yeah, this is called Cali Blast. And it's probably gonna be just as disgusting. Oh yeah, and also I got this little dropper thing that each drop is an extra gram of THC. So I'll try it. We'll See if I can freaking drink it, because, oh. How do you even get this part off? Oh, like that. Well, that's interesting. Wants to be Mountain Dew, but it's not. Why would you do that? It's still better than alcohol, but getting through it. Oh. Just as bad as alcohol. But I noticed. So I'm dealing with a chronic sinus infection for the last like 4 weeks. And it spread right over into my eye. And I didn't realize that it was still black. It goes right down into the corner there. And I didn't realize this side too was also black. But no, this eye was completely swollen shut at one point, like 3 weeks ago. I'm still on antibiotics and some steroids for the swelling and pain. It's also part of the reason why I decided to come out to the property instead of actually going out for a canoe trip. Just because I feel fine, but you know, at any point my sinus could get worse, and once everything starts swelling, it essentially just feels like I was hit in the eye with a baseball, like a line drive right to the eye. I gotta stop chewing my lips. And just go right back to doing it. Oh, starting to get a little chilly. Screw you, fire. It's coffee time. Oh, there are the eggs. It's been a slow morning. I didn't get much sleep, and at one point, my Shiva girl over here decided to come up underneath my hammock and start nose bopping it. So I don't know if I was snoring or what, but I'm talking about you. Straw. Interesting. Just looking for the thing that I already had out. So today, as long as it's nice out, I'm setting a timer because I will miss it if I don't. And I'm gonna try and get some video or picture of the eclipse. Here we should be getting it pretty much total. So, as long as it's not cloudy, I guess. I was gonna do a guided meditation, but I have not connected it to the internet for a bit, and it is upset with me. Maybe I'll draw for a bit and do some writing. Really want to start doing is just rediscovering things I used to enjoy doing, because I was so tired and exhausted, depressed, everything, that all that you kind of lose. And eventually you start to wonder if you actually did do things before because you enjoyed them. You start to question it. So for me, one of the things I used to always do is just draw and doodle. That was just always what I did as a kid growing up. I was able to listen better in school if I doodled while listening to the teacher, things like that. And then it just kind of slowly went away, and I just didn't have time, couldn't find the energy for it. And after a while, you start to wonder, like, can I really say that I draw? Because I haven't drawn for really like 10 years or so, like sat down to draw. So that's a big part of what this book is. It's my trips book, and then also just trying to make sure I start drawing again. So let's start. Alone at the edge of the cliff, since you're hiding, wondering if you would be missed. If you're hearing this, well, it's a gift, a reason to live. Excuse me, girl. Why is it that once you start looking for rocks, they almost disappear, except for the big ones that can't move? holy work. Oh, I think that's enough rock collecting for today. Let's do a little bit each time. Pretty girl? You enjoy ruining my leaf pile? Yeah. Was it comfy? Pretty cool. It's like 3:30 in the afternoon. It feels like it's dusk, so most likely because of the eclipse, but it is absolutely overcast. Unfortunately, slowly getting everything in order. And after the eclipse is done, I'll be starting to scoop water from the swamp, put out the fire, start packing up to go home. The frogs are starting like it's dusk. 3:20. I think the eclipse was supposed to happen about 3:20 or 3:40, the full eclipse. But it's definitely pretty dark. I don't feel like my camera here is doing much justice to it. It's really cool. I really feel like I should be getting my headlamp out right now. It's how dusk it feels. Looks like it's trying to break through. I have another camera set up recording it, but I find myself too much wanting to look up, and I only have sunglasses, so it's just safer for me to be under the tree cover. Oh, that stinks. Just try and make sure that any bigger sticks and stuff I have are a little drier when I get back. There's the nasty swamp water that I do not drink because it is stagnant. If I had to, I could filter it, boil it, all that stuff, but no thank you. Fungus of some sort was just ridiculously white amongst the trees with the way the light's hitting it. Cool. Just dead standing tree. That's probably going to be down next time I'm here. I'm just finishing cleaning up. Let that sit for a minute, do a few more bags until there's absolutely no sizzle or steam. And ideally, I want to be able to stick my hand in it. Thought it'd be a great idea to tie my rake up so that I wouldn't accidentally burn it when I come back. Now that I have, it looks a little Blair Witchy. Oh well. I like it. Almost finished cleaning up. I angered him a little coming up. He's heading back to the water again. Must be that time of day. I feel like it's a rat snake. Why did I do this? Alright, I'm on my way back. So if you watched this long, thank you for watching. And I'll see you at some point when I don't know how to say bye. See ya.